Sigma males, the lone wolves of society. They're independent, self-reliant, and value their freedom above all else. While they may walk their path in silence, there are certain things that easily irritate them. If you're a Sigma male or know one, you'll recognize these all too well. In today's video, we'll explore the 7 things Sigma males find incredibly irritating. If you can relate, you're not alone. Number 1. Pointless small talk. At a social gathering, when a Sigma male finds himself trapped in meaningless small talk, it's like being caught in quicksand. For the Sigma, conversations serve a higher purpose than just filling silence. They're meant to engage the mind, explore ideas, and challenge perspectives. So when someone tries to make idle chit-chat about the weather or the latest sports scores, the Sigma male feels his patience draining rapidly. Small talk is inherently superficial, often focusing on trivial details rather than digging into meaningful content. For a Sigma male who thrives on deep intellectual exchanges, this kind of talk feels like wasted energy. His mind is wired to seek depth and value in interactions, whether it's discussing philosophy, analyzing human behavior, or problem solving. In this situation, the Sigma may subtly try to exit the conversation. He'll offer short, polite responses, not out of rudeness, but to hint that the discussion isn't engaging him. He's mentally mapping his escape route while maintaining social grace. But the more the meaningless conversation drags on, the more the Sigma will become restless. His internal dialogue might even start questioning why people engage in these surface-level exchanges to begin with. This isn't to say Sigma males are antisocial. They're just selective with their time and energy. They'd rather spend it on something enriching, whether that's reflecting on an idea or connecting with someone on a deeper level. When it comes to conversations, they seek quality over quantity, and small talk just doesn't cut it. That's why, at social events, they're often seen on the fringes, quietly observing or moving from one meaningful conversation to the next. Number 2. Forced social expectations. Sigma males are known for their independent and introspective nature, and being dragged into group activities or events they have no desire to attend can feel like an invasion of their personal space. Unlike other personality types who may enjoy socializing or feel pressure to conform to group norms, Sigma males prefer to make their own decisions about how they spend their time. They thrive in solitude, where they can reflect, recharge, and pursue their goals without distractions. When forced into social situations, a Sigma male's discomfort stems from the disruption of their autonomy. They highly value freedom and the ability to set their own boundaries. A group event that doesn't align with their interests can feel like a waste of time, an imposition that hinders their ability to operate on their own terms. This irritation isn't rooted in antisocial tendencies. Rather, it comes from their distinct approach to socializing. Sigma males prefer quality over quantity in relationships, meaning they engage deeply with a select few rather than spreading their energy thin in large gatherings. Being forced into a group setting can feel superficial and unfulfilling for them. Moreover, Sigma males are natural observers who enjoy the liberty of choosing when and how they interact with the world. Group activities often come with expectations, pressure to conform, and a loss of control, all things that clash with the Sigma's self-reliant nature. For them, being dragged into such events can disrupt their mental clarity and leave them drained rather than energized. In a world where conformity is often valued, Sigma males stand apart by embracing their desire for independence. Number 3. Intrusive questions. Sigma males are known for their independence and desire for privacy, and they find it incredibly irritating when someone pries into their personal life. This irritation stems from the Sigma male's inherent need for autonomy and control over their environment. Unlike alphas who might enjoy the spotlight and attention, Sigmas operate on their own terms and value their solitude. When someone asks invasive questions about their finances, relationships, or lifestyle, it feels like an intrusion into a carefully crafted sanctuary that they've built for themselves. Sigma males don't feel the need to explain their actions or justify their decisions to others. Their self-sufficiency means that they live by their own rules, not society's expectations. Asking them to open up or share personal details is like asking them to surrender their sense of freedom, which they hold in the highest regard. For them, privacy is not just about secrecy, it's a fundamental aspect of their mental and emotional well-being. Moreover, Sigma males see these questions as unnecessary and irrelevant. In their mind, there's no reason for others to know intimate details about their life unless it directly affects them. They prefer relationships and friendships built on mutual respect, not nosiness or gossip. So, when someone pushes too far, the Sigma male will often retreat or become visibly irritated, a clear signal that the boundaries are being crossed. Understanding this trait is crucial for anyone seeking to engage with a Sigma male on a deeper level. Respect for their privacy is non-negotiable, and it's often the key to building a meaningful connection with them. 4. Authority without merit. Sigma males are independent thinkers who value self-reliance and autonomy above all else. When a boss who hasn't earned their respect tries to exert control or demands blind obedience, it creates tension. Unlike most people who might comply with authority out of fear or obligation, the Sigma male's respect is built on merit, not status or titles. They see through superficial displays of power and authority and are more focused on the quality of a person's leadership, not their rank. A Sigma male at work being instructed by an overbearing boss feels an immediate disconnect. This is because they instinctively resist those who rely on their position to dictate terms, rather than showing genuine leadership skills. For a Sigma, respect is something you earn by proving your competence, integrity, and ability to inspire others, not by barking orders or enforcing hierarchy. In a work setting, Sigma males are problem solvers. They thrive on independence and prefer working in environments that allow them to explore solutions without constant oversight. An overbearing boss, who micromanages or demands compliance without proving their capability, will only irritate a Sigma male. This frustration stems from the Sigma's deep-rooted belief that authority should be earned, not imposed. What sets Sigma males apart is their willingness to silently rebel. Instead of engaging in open conflict, they often choose to quietly disengage, focusing their energy on producing results rather than dealing with unnecessary power struggles. Ultimately, a boss who fails to recognize this dynamic may find that they lose the loyalty and respect of a valuable yet independent team member, leading to a breakdown in workplace cohesion. 5. Mindless conformity. Imagine walking into a room where everyone is dressed alike, speaking the same jargon, and chasing the latest trend without thought. Now, picture a Sigma male standing quietly at the edge of the crowd, watching this display with a mix of indifference and quiet disdain. Sigma males, by their very nature, are nonconformists who value individuality and independence above all else. They don't just go along with what's popular for the sake of fitting in, and this makes them stand apart in situations where others are swept up by groupthink. To the Sigma male, blindly following trends, whether it's in fashion, social behaviors, or even beliefs, reflects a lack of critical thought and personal identity. This isn't just an attitude of rebellion, it's rooted in the Sigma's analytical mindset. They often take the time to question societal norms, trends, and popular opinions, digging deeper to understand the purpose or meaning behind them. When they see others following trends mindlessly, it's not just irritating. It feels shallow and unauthentic. In fact, Sigmas are more likely to observe a trend, analyze it, and then reject it if it doesn't align with their personal values or goals. This ability to resist external pressures is part of what makes them so intriguing to others, yet isolated at times. It's not that they can't engage with popular culture, it's that they simply refuse to lose themselves in it. Instead, they prefer authenticity over popularity, standing as quiet observers in a world consumed by conformity, while holding true to their own principles. 6. Emotional manipulation. Sigma males are independent thinkers who rely heavily on logic, reason, and self-reliance. When someone attempts to guilt-trip a Sigma male into doing something he doesn't want to do, it's like trying to manipulate a storm. He won't be swayed by emotional turbulence. Guilt-tripping involves using emotions like shame or guilt to coerce someone into action, but these tactics simply don't work on the Sigma male. His decisions are rooted in rational thinking, and emotional manipulation strikes him as dishonest and unnecessary. What makes guilt-tripping especially irritating for a Sigma male is that it undermines his autonomy, something he fiercely guards. Sigmas value their independence above all else, and any attempt to push them in a direction through emotional games feels like a personal attack on their freedom. They can spot manipulative tactics quickly, seeing through insincerity with ease, and once identified, the guilt tripper loses credibility in their eyes. Moreover, Sigma males view guilt tripping as a sign of weakness, a desperate attempt to force someone's hand rather than having a straightforward conversation. They respect directness and authenticity, and if someone has to resort to emotional manipulation, it signals a lack of confidence or integrity. Rather than playing along, they distance themselves emotionally, or in some cases, remove themselves from the situation altogether. In the end, trying to guilt trip a Sigma male is a losing game. Not only will it not work, but it's also likely to damage the relationship, as Sigma males have little tolerance for those who don't respect their personal boundaries. 7. Disrespect for boundaries. For a Sigma male, personal space isn't just a preference, it's a necessity. Boundaries are sacred because they protect his autonomy, allowing him to recharge and maintain his mental equilibrium. Unlike most people who might tolerate casual intrusions, Sigma males have honed the art of setting clear limits. They thrive on independence and are highly selective about who they let into their inner circle. So when someone ignores these boundaries, it strikes a deep nerve. Imagine constantly receiving messages or having someone invade your physical space, especially when it's clear that you're not interested in engaging. To the Sigma male, this feels like an assault on his freedom. It disrupts his sense of control and order, which are crucial to his well-being. He values efficiency and purpose in his interactions, so being bombarded by trivial or excessive communication becomes incredibly frustrating. Studies show that personal space and boundaries are tied to psychological well-being. People who set firm boundaries tend to have healthier relationships and greater emotional resilience. For Sigma males, this is even more pronounced. Their boundaries aren't just walls, they're a reflection of their inner world, a fortress of self-reliance that they've carefully built. When others ignore this, it's not just annoying, it's a breach of respect. Respecting a Sigma male's space, whether physical, emotional, or digital, shows that you understand and value his need for autonomy. It's key to gaining his trust and keeping his irritation at bay. So, if you want to stay in a Sigma's good graces, always be mindful of the boundaries he cherishes. Sigma male walking alone in nature, peaceful and content in his solitude. If you've experienced these frustrations, you know the Sigma path isn't always easy, but it's one worth walking. Embrace your independence, respect your boundaries, and keep thriving in your own lane. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay strong, stay independent.